arcade sucks!
Welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Here we are, Sky Sanctuary Zone. Knuckles has helped us out, and now Eggman has done it. He is launching the Death Egg. He's sending out his Death Egg robots, and we now have Knuckles on our side to come help us get the Master Emerald back. And here he is using his knowledge of the island and the Sky Sanctuary on Angel Island in order to... Oh. Well, now that we've died, you can't see him anymore, but he does sit on that. And what's cool is if you actually stick around, he'll actually do like a little like go animation where he'll like kind of like shoo you away, like telling you like you need to go save him, don't hang it, like don't worry about me, because obviously, you know, Sonic would be the one to worry about people, especially when they're on his side, you know, because they're his friend. Those are my friends. No way. But you know, either way, I digress. This is pretty much the finale. I'm probably gonna go all the way until. So we have this, Death Egg Zone, Act 1 and 2, and then the rest of the game. So I'm going to go till the very, very end here, because I think people will like that. I think people will like that, so especially with Sky Sanctuary being basically the finale zone, one of the finale zones, especially because we get to fight Mecha Sonic here, who is a new creation of Eggman's, and I love Mecha Sonic. I think Mecha Sonic looks really cool, and if you know about him from Scrapnik Island and the IDW comics, man, you'll know that run is amazing, by the way, and if you haven't like checked out that run, check it out. But second of all, Mecha Sonic is just, design-wise, he's super cool. People really love to use him in like Super Mario Bros. Z, what was it, Sonic Final Fantasy, Sonic RPG, he was in that for a little bit. People really love Mecha Sonic in those types of contexts. And I guess it's because people just realize and know kind of how strong he is, I guess. And in terms of that, I would say that he is stronger than Silver Sonic and Metal Sonic. I think he's cooler, and I think he needs to be brought back instead of just bringing back Metal Sonic all the daggum time, because Metal Sonic obviously isn't cutting it. Metal Sonic is obviously not cutting it in the department of being able to beat Sonic's booty. He's like, this dude, you fight him like 4 to 5 times, and it's crazy. You fight him 4 to 5 times, and he beats your booty every time. It's actually insane how he does that, but, you know, either way, I digress. And his fight is actually, he is actually the final fight for Knuckles, where he actually gets to absorb the power of the Master Emerald. It's really freaking cool, actually. It's actually really cool that he does that, and he kind of like temporarily turns into like a Super Mecha Sonic. Now, this is the original drop dash right here. This, boom, was the original drop dash. This is probably where they got the idea from. I'm not saying that for sure, but you never know. You never know. That would actually be hilarious if that is where they got the idea from. Ooh, nice. I ducked under that. That was sick. I love how frame... Like, it's such a small detail, but I love how frame-specific the Sonic games are. Like, it's such a small detail that literally, like, most nobody would care about. But it's like, man, like, if you know what you're doing, it's so frame-specific to a point where it's like, oh man, you can literally just freaking, like, duck under a whole, like, spike, because you know what you're doing, and it's super cool. I love that. I just really love that. I think it's cool. Haha, Tails died. You already know I'm gonna say that every single time. Okay, I'm not gonna wait on this thing this time. I'm just gonna go. Oh, please! Okay, good. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad right now. What is going on? Hold on. Let me... I'm messing around too much. I'm commentating too much. I'm thinking too hard about what I want to say, and it's messing me up. Hold on. Okay, jump. 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 Over. And what's cool is you'll actually get beamed up, and then I think Mecha Sonic actually destroys it. But obviously you have these freaking egg robots. And another thing that I'm noticing now, how do flickies live up here? How? Like, how do they even get up here? At least the land ones. Like, I know how the flying ones get up here, but how do the actual, like, regular land flickies? I guess Knuckles brings them up here, but here we are, Mecha Sonic. He likes to do this, like, rolling thing, and he is also invulnerable when he is in his spin state like that. So if you know what you're... Oh, hello. You gotta be careful when fighting him, because he obviously is a powerhouse. He also knows the drop dash, apparently. Actually, I knew that. I don't know why. And it's cool because when he dies, he just like he's actually not even dead. He's just short-circuiting, and that's it. So Knuckles literally has to deal with him, which is kind of basically what that means. But anyway, we're heading to Death Egg Zone for the very first time. Well, the second time, but this is the very first time it's playable. And I've talked a lot about Death Egg Zone. What do I think about it? Well, I think the Death Egg Zone, in terms of a final Sonic Zone, is the best Sonic Final Zone that we've ever gotten. Because it balances not only just everything that it knows, but it's pretty much everything that the other games before it did, and just perfected. And it's like Sega finally knew, not even Sega, Sonic Team finally kind of knew what they were doing. Not only did they make this zone fun, but not only did they manage to make this zone fun, but there's a great balance of difficulty with the you know, enemy placement. Level design is fun. Like, all the enemy placement and everything that I've always talked about is, like, still, like, it's all present here, you know. And if you know what you're doing, you can defeat the enemies pretty swiftly. It's just so fun, and the gravity mechanics are in. As a person who normally hates on gravity mechanics, the gravity mechanics in this are really fun, and they're fun to mess with, and they're fun to, especially with the environments. You can even see, like, right now we're inside the Death Egg, we're inside the core, and then as you get to Act 2, you'll notice that we are no longer inside the core, but we're on the outside outer rim in outer space, which Sonic can breathe in, by the way. I've said that so many times, and I need to stop doing it, but I'm going to keep doing it until people understand that Sonic can breathe in space. But like I said, like, I love this, like, core area, and it looks so good in the pixel art, man. Like, pixel art is so underappreciated now. Like, that is so good, because, like, I remember they tried to replicate that exact same background in Sonic Forces, dude, and I was like, bro, why? Like, I get it, he's rebuilt, like, I get it. He's rebuilt the Death Egg, so I get it, you know, but golly, you could have at least, like, made an effort to not make it seem like you were copying. I get you were in the Death Egg, but, like, you know, I've rebuilt the Death Egg before. You've rebuilt the Death Egg before. I get that. And those things are cool because you think they're going to hurt you, but they're actually just little, like, gravity things. Like I said, so it's kind of like a teaser of what's to come with the gravity mechanics, and it's really cool. I like it. Nice. Alright, cool. And if you actually have the lightning shield, these little lightning things down, oh, I was gonna say these little lightning things down here, you'd be invulnerable to them, but not anymore, because I don't have my lightning shield, so I might as well just freaking use my thing anyway, because I'm actually probably gonna get thrown into the final, or the mini boss, which the mini boss, not fun. I don't like the mini boss at all. I genuinely don't like the mini boss for Sonic 3 or Death Egg Zone. It's the worst. And they brought it back for Sonic Mania and Titanic Monarch for some reason, because they thought that would be a great idea, when it's genuinely just horrible. What the frick, please. There we go. I genuinely hate that mini boss. I hope that mini boss dies, bro. I really do. I hope it does. It is such a bad mini boss. I still don't know how to fight it to this day, by the way. I just want people to point that out. So yes, you can chalk that one up to skill issue, and I will not get upset about it, because it kind of low-key is. I won't even lie. But at the same time, like, I just genuinely don't understand how you can lay a hit on it. Really is just the genuine thing behind that. I love how much rings you can get here, too. If you just know all the cool goodies, like, if you just know all the cool goodies and secrets, I love how much rings you can get here, especially in Hyper. And if you're, you know, good, like, skilled enough, like this boss right here, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I still don't know how to, like, I guess you would do it when you're doing that. But the thing is every time you hit him, one of these pops out. And then when you think you beat him, he does this crap, where he comes out and he starts flying around and he shoots a freaking Kamehameha beam at you, and it's annoying as frick, and he's spinning these things around. At least he's not doing the gravity thing like in Titanic Monarch. But I guess the reason he does the gravity thing is to harken back to Death Egg. But yeah, that mini boss sucks. Never been good at it. But now we're actually going to be able to take a space elevator into the outside of the Death Egg, where we're going to be outside in space. That Sonic can breathe in. He can breathe in space, chat. Chat and guys, everybody, guys and girls. Girls too. Y'all know I love my women here. I love y'all. They're beautiful creatures. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, look, the sign fell. Beautiful. Alright, let's go. Look at the cool! Dude, it's so cool. Look at the... This is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about spectacle in this game. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about spectacle in this game. Look at how cool that is. Where you just have a daggum... The literal shot of Earth, man. It's so cool. I don't care what anybody says. It's so freaking cool. Bro, what the frick? What the frick? Okay. There we go. And then what you do is you hit these little switches right here, and that way you can actually get your gravity switching back. Oh my frick, please. And there we go, okay. Not doing too hot right now, which, by the way, is completely normal. That is part of the course. So these things, oh, well, I was going to say these things, they expect you to jump, but you don't want to. But then he just straight up hoed me with that, so never mind, I lied, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie. You guys know I don't like lying because I think lying is a sin. But let me tell you, well, not because I think it is a sin. But either way, if I lie, I promise it's unintentional. I promise I would never lie to you intentionally, chat, unless it's to gaslight and be funny. But, you know, for comedy reasons, I would. But for actual reasons, I wouldn't. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Come on now. Okay, we need to hit this up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting laid out. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. Because like I said, even though the level design is actually like really good here, aside from a lot of the spike spamming that you can see, which most of it doesn't really matter, but there is a lot of spike spamming, like Sonic CD. I'm gonna get laid out a lot here, just so y'all know. Like it's inevitable. Because even with how skilled I am at this game, I still get laid out by this zone. Because even then, like, I do feel like there are still elements of that unfairness that still lies in Death Egg, and even with how much praise I was just giving it earlier, I do think it does have a slight little bit of a problem where, oh yeah, like it is pretty easy to actually, like, you know, get laid out, and even if you are really good, it's still easy to get kind of like screwed over by the game, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. We do what we gotta do, and we keep moving. He's rebuilt a Death Egg. I'm gonna keep, bro. He's rebuilt a Death Egg. And then boom. Don't kill me. Okay, good. I was about to say, do not kill me. Do. You know, I'm gonna let y'all listen to the music for a little bit, because I just realized I didn't do that. Never mind, because we're at the boss fight now. So this boss fight is weird, to say the least. So you can't actually land a hit on this boss. What you have to do is let these things hit him. So you have to switch gravity on him in order for these things to basically land back on top of him for you to do any sort of actual damage to this guy, or to this machine that he's built. But you do want to be careful, because if you're not, you'll get hit by the little spikes that come out like that when you hit them like that. So you do want to be careful when you're doing it. But also they're gonna launch you like that. So he places down a lot of them. That's all you need to know. That's the first time I've done that without getting hurt, aside from losing the shield. But there we go. Eggman's going to make a break for it. And this is where we get to fight. A really cool fight. So we actually still have our rings, which is interesting here. But I'm not going to transform. I'm not going to transform because I want to show you all. First of all, you can actually cheese this boss by doing this. If you just sit in your spin dash form, you can actually cheese this boss. Really cool little detail that most people probably already know about, but if you don't, now you know. For anybody that is maybe like 16 years old and is beating this game for the first time and you think you got to jump on the fingers, you don't. You don't have to jump on the fingers. You can just sit here in your spin dash form and it'll destroy them all for you and you're good to go. So, but like I said, this boss is really fun because it actually has a series of like mechanics that are actually like really cool. So what's going to happen is he's going to come down and now he's going to be facing upwards like this and destroy these. And what you want to do is you want to hit his nose open like that. He's going to shoot up. And then you can actually get a hit like that. Jump over the fire. Hit that again. Jump up. And then Tails will actually get an extra hit on him because the AI is... What the frick? I'm mad. You know, funny thing is, I knew something like that was going to happen. I knew we were going to get some goofy-ass shenanigans that was going to end up and result in me getting hurt. I knew something goofy-ass was going to happen, bro. I knew some goofy-ass shenanigans was going to happen. I was going to lose my daggum... I was going to die, basically. I knew something would happen. And that was Tails' fault, too. Like, that's the thing. That was literally just Tails' fault. I can actually blame that on Tails, and it's justified because it's his fault. Literally his fault. I probably almost had him dead, too, which is what frustrates me more. But, anyway. Tails, do not screw me over this time. Maybe I should have played with Sonic alone if I knew he was going to do this. But yeah, anyway, like I said, all you got to do is you hit him open like that. Just wait for Tails to do his thing, because you're actually going to get a lot of momentum off of this. Let him die. There we go. Jump. Oh, I was too early. That was my fault. That one was my fault. I was too early. Alright, and so then once you beat him in this phase, he's actually going to make it one final getaway. But this is where the game ends. If you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds and or Super Emeralds. But if you have them all, the game does not end here, where he's going to make one last more final giveaway. Now, you do got to be careful here, because with the new Christian Whitehead physics in the retro engine, you can actually die here. It's pretty easy to die, but there you go. Like I said, with the new one, we will now access Doomsday Zone, which has amazing spectacle. Let's do this. I love the music. I'm just going to let y'all listen to the music for a little bit, because holy crap, I freaking love it. Bro, oh my gosh. I love the music here. So the gimmick here what you're going to want to do is, one, you're going to want to make sure that you have a lot of rings, because you're not going to be able to get any here. But basically these missiles, he's going to be guiding out these missiles, and what you want to do with these missiles is actually guide them into his head. So you want to make sure that you're up here where the missiles can't really hit you. Make sure they're hitting his head. Make sure you're, you know, guiding them in the correct direction. And there you go. That's what he's going to do right here. And if you're above 50 rings, you can actually make a mad dash for this if you really want to. You don't have to. You can actually gain more rings. There's no real correct way to... There's no real wrong way to do it. But here's where you want to actually hit the button. So I'm actually hitting a button that I'm using to dash, which is the jump button, obviously. And if you, like I said, if you have above 50 rings, honestly, you really don't have to worry about anything. And you can just make a mad dash straight into Eggman and destroy him enough. Because obviously, as you can see, he's trying to make a getaway with the Master Emerald. But we're not going to let that happen while we are Hypersonic. And that's it. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh, man. I love this game, man. And there we go. That is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete. We got the Master Emerald back. We're going to go give it to Knuckles so he can guard it once more. Eggman's plans have been foiled, and the day is saved. Let me tell you something, man. You want my full thoughts? I think you already know. I've given this game its flowers the entire daggum time because I love it that much. Oh my gosh, I love this game. I love this game to death and back. I love this game so freaking much. It's such a good, amazing, great game, and it deserves all the love and praise that I've been giving it. It's better than Sonic 1. It's better than Sonic CD by a long shot. And it's better than Sonic 2. While Sonic 2 is really, really freaking good, it's just way better. Just everything about this game, they have just improved from the original games. This is the ultimate culmination of all of what it means to play classic Sonic games, and it makes sense why Mania was very much styled in the way of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and even Superstars in a way, where, you know, the gameplay was more explorative, but also had a flow state, and had, you know, just awesome level design, music, act structures, mini bosses, bosses, act bosses, final bosses with amazing just spectacle at the end, and being able to run around in a supersonic or hypersonic or whatever. There's a reason why every single classic game following this, which isn't many, but there's some, and even like spin-off games and like Game Gear games, and even the Advance series, took the same formula from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Anything that was styled in the classic style, like the advanced games, everything took from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, because this was the ultimate culmination of everything that Sonic is. And it's just, God, it's just so good. And if you want to say otherwise, that's fine. It's your opinion. But I genuinely think every game since the advanced games, Mania, Superstars, you name it, even Rush to an extent, all has, Rush, even though it has the boost, to an extent, has that same thing where it's like, it has the Sonic 3 level design, and it has the move sets, and the philosophy that this game set forward. It set a precedent and changed Sonic forever. But hey, that's just me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the classics once more. I'm hoping this will be one of the last times I had to play it. Maybe I'll play it again in the future when I'm, you know, way bigger and people are missing it and want me to replay it for, you know, just a newer thing when I have more experience as a content creator. But for now, I think this will do it. I think this is a very satisfactory gameplay or game playthrough. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a Knuckles playthrough, and I will gladly do a Knuckles playthrough as well. But from here, we're going to be playing Sonic 4 Episode 1, and then Episode 2, which is going to have a special follow-up. And then I think we'll go to Superstars next, and that should be all the classics handled. I'm not doing Trip's story, Trip's story, but I will do the original. But anyway, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.